see, record button. Oh, I guess we're recording right away. It didn't even ask for where. So, wow. All right. Well, Happy New Year, everybody. It is January 1st, 2020. Oh my gosh, that just does not roll off my tongue yet. 2020. Are we going to make this the Roaring 20s? And welcome to our Jump into January series. Now, we have 5 Wednesdays together. And have you guys ever heard the quote, success comes when preparation meets opportunity? Have you ever heard the quote? It's one of my favorite quotes, and I believe it's true. You know, opportunity is all around us. We're not always ready for it. So this week, our focus is going to be on getting ourselves prepared. Okay, so getting ourselves prepared, not just for a successful January, but a successful year. All right, and there are basically a top 10 things. I got a top 10 list of things that I want you guys to work on this week. Now, the good news is everybody can fit this into their schedule as needed. The top 10 things, many of these things will take 5 to 10 minutes to do. Okay, so it's not like you need a lot of time. You've got a whole week to do it. Some of you may already done a couple of things off of the top 10 list. Okay, but the top 10 things are going to help you get aligned for success on your terms. Okay, so number 1 on the list, choose your mindset. Okay, when you think about reaching out to people about a party, are you thinking, oh, I'm bothering them? Oh, I'm asking them a favor and I'm imposing? Or do you think to yourself, oh my goodness, I've got a valuable service to offer. We've got double free for Host in January. We've got a 60% off selection that's going to knock people's socks off. Okay. What is your mindset? Okay. And the good news is you get to choose your mindset. And guys, we really do have a valuable service to offer. And what I want you guys to work on is a mindset statement. I want you to create a mindset statement. You can put it on a sticky note and stick it on your laptop or on your bathroom mirror or by your nightstand, somewhere where you're going to see it every day. And this one in particular is going to be about your business. What would you like your mindset to be? You could say things like, I help busy people find mealtime solutions. Or you could say, I help families gather around the table. Or I empower people to find their chef within. Does anybody have a statement that they've already got that they kind of say to themselves when they're kind of gearing up and getting ready to jump into work? Or if you had one, what would it be? Yes, Lynn.
Not necessarily when I'm getting ready to go into work, but when I get to a host's house and they're all talking about, oh, I don't cook, I don't do this, I'm terrible. I always go, hey, my goal here tonight is to make you all look like chefs. And so that's what, you know what I mean? So it may not be like when I leave my house, but I say it when I get there and they're like, oh no, yeah, that's a challenge. I'm like, I accept that challenge, you know? So that's what I say.
Yeah, so I make people look like chefs. Awesome, great. So think about if you've got a mindset that isn't quite on par. I want you to think about if someone were opening a restaurant, would they only tell their best friends? Or would they spread it all over the place? Would they be shouting it from the mountaintops far and wide because they never know who might want to come to their restaurant? Well, you've got a business too. Okay, so if somebody who owned a restaurant contacted you and let's say you had a couple of small kids and said, hey, I was just reaching out because I am offering Kids Eat Free on Wednesday night and I wasn't sure if you'd like to join us. Would you think to yourself, I can't believe they told me that, they are so pushy? No. Whether you wanted to go to their restaurant or not on that Wednesday, my guess is you wouldn't be offended by the fact that they told you about this special. I mean, after all, if you have kids and they sent this to you, you're thinking, wow, that was nice of them to think of me. Or, you know, yeah, this might be something I'm interested in, maybe not this week, but, you know, and again, so when you're reaching out to people, don't give yourself that messaging that you're imposing or that you're pressuring, because really you've got a fabulous service to offer. Pampered Chef usually only offers double free for hosts once, occasionally twice a year. We never know when it's going to be, and it's now. People can clean up. Okay, so that's number one. Choose your mindset and create that mindset statement. And guys, I am going to be posting throughout the week in our Jump Into January group, and I'm going to ask you to post your mindset statement. And when you do, you're going to be earning a ticket. So have that ready. Number two, if you haven't already done so, determine what your goal is. Where would you like to be at the end of this month? And some of you have already posted your goals, and that's great. And I think some of you have noticed I'm challenging you to be super specific, because your goal is like your target. Okay, if you do any target shooting with guns or bow and arrow or whatever, you've got to have a spot to shoot for. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to, curl up in the corner in a fetal position and cry if you don't make it, but you got to have a target to shoot for. So be specific. Instead of saying I'll do 4 to 6 shows, what's your goal? 6. Aim for 6. Pick a number and shoot for it. How many parties do you want to be having? What kind of parties? Be specific. How many in-home? How many virtual? How many new consultants would you like to sponsor this month? Okay. So, and I had posted that goals should be SMART. S stands for specific. M stands for measurable. A, attainable. R, realistic. And T, time sensitive. But guys, don't dream too small. Go big. Never hurts to try. What is it they say? If you shoot for the moon and you miss, you end up among the stars. Okay, so number 2, choose your goal. Number 3, embrace the numbers. Okay, they say 1 out of every 8 to 10 people that we talk to about having a party will say yes. Most consultants who don't have the show schedule they want are not doing anything wrong. They're just not doing enough right. So if it's every 8 to 10 people will say yes to a party, and you want to add 3 parties to your calendar this month, how many people do you generally have to reach out to? About 30. So that's why you want to pick a specific number, so then you can say, embrace the numbers. How many are going to have to reach out to? You want to add 10 parties? That's 100 people. Now, before you go, whoa, 100 people, that's 25 a week. That's 5 a day for 5 days. And don't worry yet about who the heck am I going to reach out to, because believe me, I got a lot of ideas up my sleeves that I'm going to be sharing with you throughout the month. Right now, just determine what your goal is and how many you're going to need to reach out to. That's all you're doing this week. Okay, number 4, choose your office hours. And if you're like most people, it's not going to be hours of time at a time. It's going to be pockets of time. We call this business a pocket of time business. So look at your schedule. If you're like me, when I was new in business, I could only take it 1 week at a time and pick out my pockets of time. Now, if you're really jumping into January and you have big goals, you might need to spend a little more time than you normally would on your business. So think about where those pockets of time going to be. And maybe you want to wake up 15 minutes earlier a couple of days this week and sneak in an extra pocket of time. Maybe you want to stay up 15 minutes later. Maybe you want to give up 1 night of television or 1 television program to have focused time on your business. If you work full time and you have a coffee break or a lunch break, maybe once or twice this week, you want to take a portion of that time and use it as a pocket of time in your business. Entirely up to you and what you want from your business. But our office hours are flexible, but not optional. So figure out how much time you want to dedicate to your business and choose those pockets of time and mark them in your calendar. That's step 4. Step 5, be ready to keep track. Okay? You're going to keep track of your results. You're going to keep track of how many people you reach out to and how many you hear back from. So have a notebook ready. If you're old like me, you'll go with a spiral-bound notebook. You don't have to. You can open a Word document. You can keep track of the notes on your phone. Whatever you want, just be ready. And while you're at it, have a timer ready. It can be a timer on your phone. It can be Alexa. How many of you asked Alexa to remind you about the call tonight? Me too. Yep. And I swear by timers. Okay. If I'm going to spend 10 minutes on my business doing a specific task, I have Alexa tell me when 10 minutes is up. So that I don't get down, caught in rabbit holes, checking Facebook messages, and I see cute things about cats, and all of a sudden they've stopped working because I'm watching some cat video, right? So get your timer ready for the rest of the month. Number 6, I could not believe when I was looking at the people who were in our Facebook group, how many of you do not, when I see your name, the first thing I see listed is not your underemployment. There's no mention of Pampered Chef with very many of you. So put it in 2 places. First of all, when someone calls your cell phone, if it goes to voicemail, hi, you've reached Karen Batty with the Pampered Chef. Make sure, don't say Karen Batty with the Pampered Chef with you, say your name, obviously. Make sure Pampered Chef is on your voice message. It is free advertising, okay? And make sure it's on Facebook. And when someone asks you what you do for a living, hey, who works outside of Pampered Chef? Raise your hand. Most people do. Hey, Lauren, can you unmute for a minute? I'm going to put you on the spot. Lauren, what do you do for a living?
I am a physical education teacher, and I also sell Pampered Chef.
There you go. Okay. So, because if you just tell people I'm a phys ed teacher, what can they, did you say phys ed teacher? Or okay. Then they go, oh, that's nice. But there's nothing that they can do to help you with your job in physical education, right? But if you say, well, my full-time job is, phys ed, but my real joy is Pampered Chef. Now they go, oh, Pampered Chef. So make sure it's listed there. And if it's on Facebook, you might want to list Pampered Chef first, because when you go and add yourself to groups and everything, people don't see multiple things of employment. They see the top thing. So make sure it's on there. That's number 6. And again, I'm going to post these. So if you're like, wait a minute, I was on number 5. How'd she get to number 6? Don't worry, I'm going to post them all. Number 7, a thing to do this week is refresh your launch list. And for those of you who are going, what's a launch list? Excuse me. It's kind of that who do you know list. And it is posted on Consultants Corner in Dash. Go to Dash, type in launch list, it'll take you right to it. It's basically a list of who you know. And if you started 6 months or a year ago or further ago, it's definitely time to refresh that list, because as our lives change, as our kids grow and they're different activities, or we join a new gym or a new Facebook group or a new book club or whatever, we all know different people than we did a year or so ago. So refreshing that launch list. And also add to your list anybody who's you've talked to in the past who said that they might consider the business or might want to have a party but haven't booked or signed. Add them to your list. We all have those people. Because like I said, this is the week we're preparing so that success comes when preparation meets opportunity. Number 8, I challenge you all to join 3 non-Pampered Chef Facebook groups this week. And this doesn't have to be food related even. I mean, it can be a food related thing, like join we call it the quick cooker, but there's a pressure cooker groups out there that aren't Pampered Chef related. It can be a farm to table Facebook group, or it can just be, if you're a young parent, it can be a Facebook group for young parents. I know someone who she's got twins. There's a Facebook group for moms of twins. There's Facebook groups for quilters. There's Facebook groups for grandparents, whatever. So go out there, and Lynn is like, what? Grandparents. So find 3 Facebook groups, because this is just a way you're going to get to meet new people. Okay. Don't go in there and start posting about Pampered Chef all over the place and throwing up Pampered Chef on everybody. No. We're making connections. But I challenge you to join 3 non-Pampered Chef Facebook groups this week. Number 9, send out at least 12 new friend requests on Facebook. You can start by looking at people who've sent you friend requests. And by the way, non-Pampered Chef friend requests. You can send them out to Pampered Chef people that you meet in this group and other places, but 12 new non-Pampered Chef friend requests. And it can include non-Pampered Chef people who've sent you a request and you accept it. Okay? And then say hello to the people you friended. Don't talk Pampered Chef, just make a connection. I connected with a bunch of people I went to high school with lately. I didn't do it with the Express purpose of Pampered Chef. And in fact, it had absolutely nothing to do with Pampered Chef, but I made all these new connections. And one of them got back in touch with me going, wait, I was just, stalking you on Facebook and found out you do Pampered Chef. What are you talking about? So it started a conversation. Okay. And the 10th thing that I want you to do, choose a date for a party of your own that you will host this month. It can be a workshop, like my meeting will end in 10 minutes. Okay. It can be a workshop, like a quick cooker workshop or a rock crock workshop. It can be lose the holiday pounds. It can be just a celebration of the new year. It can be a mystery host party where you invite everybody over, you give them a ticket for coming, you give them 5 tickets for every friend you bring. When they place orders, you're going to pick a name or two as the host and co-host, and they get all the host rewards. It can be what I call a no-buy show. I do these twice a year where I just invite people over. I tell them I want to try out some new recipes on them and see what and kind of just like let them know what's new with Pampered Chef, but I tell them they can't buy a thing, because I'm just there to pamper them for the day. But I do have incentives for bookings that I give away based on a stash that I have in my basement from things I've earned from Pampered Chef, stuff like that. Who's done a show that's worked out really well? Just throw out some kind of January show that someone could host that I didn't mention. Anybody got ideas?
Kids in the Kitchen shows,
Oh.
Mama and Me show.
Yeah, that's a great thing to do this time of year. Yeah, so it can be a cooking with kids workshop, or yeah.
A 15-minute express. It's Lori, sorry.
Oh, it says Michelle Weinstein. Okay, so Lori, yes, a 15-minute express party. Yes, absolutely. You could do one of those. And then people who book for them book to do a 15-minute express party. Or are you talking about the express party that's via text?
Yeah, the one in Messenger. I do it in. I've done one in Messenger. It worked out pretty well.
Yep.
I want to do more.
Yeah, and guys, so there is a training on this in Avengers. If you go in under units, you'll see it. If not, ask your director where to find the information about it, because it is a great option. It can be through group text or a Facebook Messenger group. Not a Facebook group, but just a messenger group where you put a bunch of people in a little group message, and you do a 15-minute express party where you post for 15 minutes and then they shop. That's the whole party. It's about 10 posts in 15 minutes and it's done. Yeah, so that's something that you could host, and you could tell people you're trying out a new kind of party and you'd love for them to be your guinea pigs. Absolutely. Yeah, any other kind of parties that you guys have in mind that you could do? And the reason why I'm telling you to pick out the date for this party and the theme of this party now is because as you reach out to people throughout the month and offering them different opportunities, whether it's to host a party of their own, join your team, see what's new for Pampered Chef, your backup plan if they don't want to have a party is if they say, oh gosh, I'd love to, if you're ever having a party, let me know. How often do we hear that? I can't host right now, but I'd love to attend one. Oh, you'd love to attend one? Well, I just happen to be hosting a blah, blah, blah on such and such a date. How about if I put you on the invite list? Okay, so that's why you want to pick out the date for your party and the type of party ahead of time. And by the way, guys, you can do as many parties as you want this month. So if you're thinking, oh, I'd love to do a cooking with kids, but I'd also love to try this express party out. There you go. There's 2 new bookings. You just have to say yes to yourself. Okay, and you're going to market them to different people that you know, because someone who might be interested in attending a cooking with kids party might be a very different person that might be interested in attending your 15-minute virtual express party. Yeah. Okay, so that's our top 10 list. And then guys, check into our Facebook group at least 3 times this week for just a couple of minutes. If you can check in more often, please do. You can earn tickets when you respond to posts. And this week, the posts are all going to be related to these top 10 things. So as you do them, check in, see what posts are there, because when you comment under it, you can earn additional tickets for cool prizes. All right, and then we're going to really get into the the meat of things starting next week. But this is our preparation week. All right. And I'm going to be posting the top 10 things to our Jump Into January Facebook group. So if you didn't, like I said, you don't have to take copious notes. It'll all be there, as well as the recording for the call. But before we are done for the evening, any questions or comments? And Belinda, you were following the chat. Were there any questions there that I missed?
Nope.
Nope.
Just checked them. No questions.
Okay. Anything off this top 10 list that just kind of got you from left field, like, oh, I never even thought about that you're excited about?
I never thought about joining.
I was just going to say that.
I'm on so many groups. You were going to say that, Belinda?
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Because
I've got 200 something groups, and it's
I know.
But I'm going to go in and delete some, and then I'll add some more.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that'll work.
That are non-Pampered Chef related, so you can meet new people. Yeah,
Most
without
of them
having
are
to actually-
stale. You know,
Mhm.
some of them are stale.
Not to say that, I don't want to be on Pampered Chef sites, but groups, but man, there's a lot of them, and you can get caught up in like that, like you said, like, oh, look at the cute kitties. But I get caught up in that and everybody's woes and then they're great, great stuff. So I'm always like, oh, so I could definitely get off some of those.
Awesome. Yeah. Very good. And it's a way to meet new people that you don't actually have to go out of your house and join a new gym or whatever. It's a great way to meet new people. Yeah. Awesome. I'm glad you like the idea. Okay. So guys, reach out to your director, let them know you're on the call. If you haven't already posted your goals, there is a post to that effect in Jump Into January group, and that's how you get to earn one of your tickets. So if you haven't posted your goals there, go ahead and do it. And make sure your director knows what your goals are, because we want to work with you to help you make them happen. But this is based on your goals, your pace, your time frame. Okay, because we're here to help you achieve the goals you set, not set goals for you. All right. Okay, any other questions or comments?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, again, Happy New Year. I'm excited about a fabulous 2020, and I'll be looking forward to connecting with you all in the Facebook group.
40 years.
Woohoo! Yes, the
Facebook.
40th
For Pampered Chef.
anniversary.
Woohoo.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Sarah.
Yep. I saw that. I was just going to read it.
Yeah. Okay. Have a
Thank
great
you,
night.
Karen. Thank
Alrighty.
you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.